Hey guys, welcome to another episode of TECHDISC Tuesday. Today we're going to be filming on location at the gatewaydiscsports warehouse. Last week we worked on shifting the gears on our stock shot, so we were releasing on, for me it was 20 degrees, and we were throwing 50% shots, stock 70% shots, and then we're up in the ante to 85 to 90%. Today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. Today it's going to be a new challenge. Instead of just throwing on our stock Hyzer angle, for me that's 20 degrees, for you it might be something different. We're going to change it up and we're going to throw one Hyzer shot, one flat shot, and one Anhyzer shot. So for me, I'm going to be targeting 20 degrees when I hit my Hyzer. I'm going to be targeting 0 degrees when I hit my flat shot, and negative 20 degrees when I hit my Anhyzer. And I want to keep the power about the same, something like 70% power, which for me is about 60 miles per hour. As always, we're going to work on these new shots until we think that we're consistent enough to make it worth our while to throw our discs in the field. In the background, I'm still working on developing my lefty for the 85 to 90% power. I feel like that was a little lackluster. It was very similar to our stock lefty. So we're going to get back to that and eventually throw those shots in the field. But for now, we're going to start developing something new. So let's get right into it. We're going to be starting out with throwing 3 shots on a 20-degree Hyzer. We're going to start with our clockwise right hand backhand. To start, I got the voice feedback on with TECHDISC, so it's going to let me know my speed and my angle. Okay, starting out, we're going to throw our clockwise spinning shot. Try to go for my 20 degrees Hyzer. For you, it might be something else, whatever's comfortable. This should be your stock shot, so we're just kind of reflecting back. 57. At 22, a little more speed. That was 54 at 15. That was 58 at 10. A little more Hyzer. That was 57 at 18, not too bad. Gonna move on into our flat shot. But I try to hit that just above the basket spot, nice and flat. 54 at 2.5. Honestly, tonight I'm going to aim for 55 miles per hour because I played a lot earlier today. We were testing out a bunch of new plastic. We're going to keep it calm today. I know I can throw further when I need to. .7, so we're going to get a little flatter. Let's do one more. .4, not bad. All right, now the negative 20, which I believe is going to be a little bit hard. It almost matches that left eye right up there, so I'm going to try to smack that and see where we get. .6, so we need to get another 9 or so. See, I feel like negative 20 is a little exaggerated for Anhyzer. .7 there, not bad. Let's try that 20. That had to be it. 19.6 Anhyzer. Okay, I'm good there. Honestly, I think negative 20 on Anhyzer is a little exaggerated. It's harder to get that versus throwing Hyzer. But either way, that's what we're working on today, and we're going to stick to it. Let's jump into the lefties. Counterclockwise spins. So 20 degrees Hyzer here. 36 on Hyzer. Let's touch that up. Really not worried about speed anymore tonight. 31.7 Hyzer. .24. All right, let's get one just below 20. All right, let's jump into the flat on this. 14 Hyzer. That felt pretty flat. 4-point Hyzer. 4.0. 7.9. All right, not terrible. So now what we're going to do is we're going to jump into negative 20. Try to hit that upper eye. This is definitely not negative 20. 6.1 on the Anhyzer. Negative 6.1. Let's try for a little more. 12.9. A little more. I felt like that was 20. Come on. 14.8. Okay, we really gotta, let's go for 50 degrees. Anhyzer. 21. So see, it's harder to get the Anhyzer angle than you think. Try one more, really go for it. 22. So honestly, if I'm gonna recommend an Anhyzer angle, I think we just proved 20 is a little drastic. I think minus 10 is a pretty good target. Let me just try ready real quick. Let's see what that is. That feels like a good Anhyzer angle. That's a good high Anhyzer right there. Negative 16.7. Okay, so I think negative 10 to 15 is probably a good target. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna put a tag on within the app for, I'm gonna call it Hyzer. I'm gonna set the lock, and then I'm gonna turn off the sound notifications. Tell you what, I'll keep the speed one on just so that I can tell when it went through. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna try to throw 5 and see how close we can get to our target angle. At this point, like I said, I don't care as much about speed. I just wanna get these angles right. So I'm going for 20 degrees. 5, and I'm not gonna know any feedback until the end. And ideally I wanna keep the speed about the same, but whatever's comfortable for you with the speed. Usually I'm 60, but right now I'm dialing it down more to 55. Okay, heard so far the speed's about the same both times. No idea the angle. Knowing from the past though, I think I was overcooking the Hyzer right there, so I just adjusted a bit. I'm gonna do 2 more, trying to aim for 20 degrees. I'm pretty happy with that one. All right, one more. All right, while I have the tag on for Hyzer, I'm gonna go ahead and hit the other spinning shot. This is gonna automatically arrange itself within the app as a forehand, so I won't need to do any additional sorting when I make my throw sets. 20 degrees. Things messing up a little bit. I'm just gonna keep throwing through it. Oh. All right, back to green. 20 degrees. Let's do one more. Okay, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna change the tag in the app to flat. Very good. Let's try to throw some flat shots with no feedback. Okay, let's just do one more. 3 is a good set. Coming in now with a lefty flat. Oh, that's Hyzer. All right, nice and flat here. Not too bad. I'm gonna do one more. I'm not too satisfied with these lefts yet. I guess do your set till you're satisfied. I mean, it's not like you're getting any secrets from the audio. Good with that. That one felt pretty flat. Okay, adjusting the tag once more and locking it. We're gonna go to Anhyzer. You can call it whatever you want. I used to do negative 20 Hyzer, same idea. All right, I'm actually gonna now aim for negative 10. I feel like that's more realistic. Let's call it negative 15, negative 15. Pretty good with that set. Let's move into the lefties. Final few throws. Going for a negative 15. All right, jumping back in on that lefty Anhyzer set, going for -15. That wasn't enough. I'm gonna go again. -15 right here. Here we go. That felt pretty good. Let's do one more for the road. This concludes today's episode of TECHDISC Tuesday. Thank you for following along this series. This is sort of an experiment for myself. There's a lot of things I've learned while filming, while editing, that I'll be able to do better in the future to help you guys get better at disc golf. Promise there's a method to all this madness. By practicing these concepts, I guarantee that you're going to become a better disc golfer. Maybe not on day 1 or even day 30, but as we move in 3-4 months in, these things are going to really start paying off on the course. Let's stick to it and we can truly master this craft, throwing these frisbees. Leading into next week, I don't only want to practice throwing these Hyzers, flat shots, and Anhyzers. I also want to make sure that we work on adjusting our power like we did last episode and the episode before, as well as go back all the way to the beginning and tune in on our stock shots. I want us to be as consistent as possible, so when we reach for a disc and we throw it at the tournament, it's going to do what we want it to do. Until next time, take it easy.